Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I post beauty and fashion related videos almost every Tuesday and Friday. Also, don't forget to follow my Twitter and follow my Instagram if you want to keep up to date with my real life. Okay, so today I'm just going to be doing my everyday makeup. It's pretty simple. It's like a 10-minute kind of thing. It's probably a little bit more extreme than like most people's everyday makeup, but I'm just gonna show you what I do every day when I like go to work, or well, most days I don't really wear makeup, honestly. If I'm going to work in the morning, I probably am not going to be wearing makeup, but if I feel like wearing makeup, this is what I do. So let's just get into it. Okay, so I've already washed and moisturized my face. I just need to prime it, and I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is what I use every single day to help my pores, because I have pretty intense pores around my nose and on my nose. So I just take a bit and then I dab it around my pore area. I also add it up on my forehead to help with shine and everything, and on my chin. I mostly just keep it in the T-zone area just to help the oils and everything, and my, of course, my pores, which is where your pores mostly are. That's where I keep it. My skin does feel a little dry today. I don't know if it's because I have nail glue on my fingers, probably is, but I'm going to spritz my face with some rose water just to prep it a little bit more, since it does feel a little bit dry. Okay, and then I'm gonna press this into my skin with a sponge. And this just helps my skin look a little bit more hydrated and glowy, and it also gives a little bit more tackiness to my skin. And every day I actually don't wear a foundation every day. If I do, I use the Milani, that Screen Queen foundation. I don't remember where I put it. Ever since my drugstore makeup, which I will link it up in the eye here, I've been using that as my foundation because it's not as like full coverage as my other foundations that I have. But also, ever since that, I've been using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and this has replaced every concealer that I usually use on a regular basis. So this is now my everyday concealer. So this is basically what I use to cover my like problem areas. So I have really bad dark circles underneath my eyes. I have really bad, just like, they're purple basically. And then I have some blemishes. I don't know, my camera never picks up my blemishes, which sucks because I kind of want you to see like my skin. But I use the e.l.f. concealer in those areas. I also cover my eyelids because they're just as dark as the underneath, honestly. I have a pimple on my nose and on my cheek, of course. And then I have redness on my chin and around my nose. So I like to cover those up. But that's about it. I do have some blemishes here as well. But this is what I used instead of foundation. I just use concealer. And I use my sponge again. I rarely ever use foundation brushes. I like sponges. And this honestly has as much coverage as like a full coverage foundation, which is crazy. So honestly, you don't even need a foundation. Once I figured out that concealer can just be a foundation, it's changed my life because then I don't have to use as much product or buy as many things. I'm saving money, but also like making my skin look better. Now that all that is blended in, my skin looks just like skin, which is what I want for an everyday. And then I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 05. I've used this in basically every single video because this powder does not let me down. I've tried some really bad powders in the past and this is the only one that I like, so. I just basically set my whole entire face with it because I will crease and I will like get greasy, I guess. My oils will come out if I don't set it. So I set my problem areas, which is basically my whole face. And this also gives a little bit more coverage, which I like. I think that's why I like this powder so much, is because it does give a little bit more coverage and it's setting your face at the same time. And I like loose powders instead of pressed powders because I can use my sponge. And I like setting it with my sponge. Now that I am completely one color, I'm going to be going in with some bronzer slash contour. I usually just use bronzer or even skip bronzer and contour in general. Kind of matters on my day, but I use the Kylie pressed bronzer powder. Again, I use this in every single video because it's hard for me to find any bronzers or contours that are good for my skin tone. If you have any recommendations, let me know because I'm always up to buy new makeup. Obviously, if you've seen my makeup collection, you know I have like a crap ton of makeup. So, I love buying new makeup. I also try and hide my double chin, but it never works. It's not because I am like fat or anything, it's just like hereditary, which is annoying. Honestly, everything that's wrong with me is like hereditary. So like, thanks Dad. Love that. See, my bad nose is from my dad, my bad teeth. My bad smile is from my dad. My acne from my dad, my double chin from my dad. Okay, and then we're gonna move on to blush. Blush is kind of a thing that I like to like switch up every once in a while because I like blush. I used to hate blush, but I love blush now. But I'm gonna use Milani powder blush. They're like the rose ones, and I'm gonna use Tea Rose, which is like one of the more popular shades. I love this color. It's gonna anything on there. I bring blush like clear up, and my camera just does not pick up my face right. But I bring it like clear up here and I put it on my nose. I basically put blush like absolutely everywhere because we love that. Okay. Put the hair out of the way so it doesn't get wet. But I'm going to spritz some more rose water on my face before highlighter. I do this every single time. Okay, and then we're gonna let it dry a bit. I need to get one of those like fans or like one of the fans. Instead, I just use my freaking hands like an idiot. But hey, we're saving money over here by just using my hands, right? Okay. And then for highlighter, this also depends on the day, how I'm feeling, whatever. Most of my highlights are pink because I'm pale and I can't really use like that many. So, but today I'm going to go in with the Laura Geller Baked Highlighter in Pixie Pearl. It's literally pink. Yeah. It's really pretty. See that? Look at that beam and highlight. We love that. I know beaming highlights are totally out, but here's me still living in 2016 applying baked freaking highlighters. I don't even care. I love highlight. I do tone it down though, okay? I go in with my sponge and then I just press it into my skin just so it's a little bit less intense. Okay, and then I go in with some chapstick, and this makes my lips look like foundation lips, but I have really chapped lips, so all the time. And then I just let it sit there for a little bit. And now I do my brows, and of course I'm going to be going in with the Milani Stay Put Brow Color in 03 Medium Brown. And I use the brush that it comes with in the little packet. So let me do that and then I'll be right back. Okay, now that those are on, I set them with the Maybelline Brow Fast Sculpt. I've actually really been digging this. I used to use, well, I will rotate, I should say, between this and the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I actually really like that. They both are like amazing, so this is a lot cheaper, so yeah. Alright, yay, okay, so those are my brows done. What else did, oh yeah. And then for eyes, I just put on mascara. I've been using the Essence What the Fake mascara. Honestly, all of this stuff that I used in my new drugstore video, I've been using. So yeah. But my everyday mascara that I usually use is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I just need to buy a new one. It's kind of dried up. So I'm using this. So I curl my lashes first and then I apply it. I usually will go in with 2 coats, so I'll do one eye and then the other one, and then I'll go back in with the other eye. Did that backwards, but you know what I meant. Just got that straight in my eye. Okay, so the last thing I do is lips, and of course I will clean this up. I got mascara in my eye and then it just like transferred really bad, but I just take out my hair So lips is kind of something that I just like every day. I base it on my outfit. Today I could wear whatever because I'm just wearing a black shirt. So I'm gonna go in with a Colourpop satin lip in the color Dreamy. I think this is a Kathleen Lights, yeah, collab. I just apply it. And that was today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it and don't forget to subscribe to see more content. And I will see you later. Bye!